here you got your MacBook, and right here you got your desktop or laptop running the programmer software. Now to figure this out, if you actually bought the things from the Amazon page in the description, you received these items: the main programmer, a green PCB, and jumper cables. Here's where you're going first. Brief rundown on the programmer. This LED should pop up whenever you plug into the computer, and this LED right here should pop up whenever you're reading or writing in the programmer. This lever determines, if this lever is down, no pins can go through, like so. They can't really go through. If you release it up though, it can easily slide in, and then you can push them like that. Onto the green PCB. Here you should see miniature numbers next to the pins. So right here, this is pin 1. Right here, pin 1. So this is pin 1. Pin 2. So this is pin 2. My bad, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah. Pin 1, pin 2, pin 3, pin 4, etc. And with the jumper cables, it's just regular cables that you can clip on to a chip. Simple. Now to connect the programmer. When you get the programmer like this, make sure the lever's up so you can actually put the pins in. To focus on the green PCB, look for the first pin right here. Pin number 1, make sure that you're doing this right. Basically, it's kind of hard to see. Okay, so right here, pin 1 is on the slide where this lever is. Make sure pin 1 on this side. Make sure. Whenever you have that, you're gonna press down gently, try to recenter it. Press down gently and try to hold the lever down. And when it's locked in place, it should be good like that. If the green PCB is a little slanted, you can try and slant it a little bit less. So you do something like this. But this is fine. They can still connect like that. Now, with the jumper cables. This red line that's going through all of these white lines is pin 1. So you can see here, this singular red line is pin 1. So I'm gonna go back to here, see where pin 1 is on the green PCB. So pin 1, and you're gonna plug this in with the red wire. So plug it in. So it should look like this. This red line is going to pin 1, and pin 1 on the green PCB is on this side of the lever. Make sure. After you got all of that set up, you're basically done with step 1. Step 2 is to actually make sure your MacBook has a firmware lock. So here, my MacBook's running with a lock that shows whenever I go into the boot manager. First thing you want to do is just power off the MacBook right away. So you just hold the power button for like 5 seconds or something. See? Close the MacBook, unplug any MagSafe charger, and then unplug the battery. Make sure the battery is unplugged during this. So right here I got a 2011 MacBook. This means the BIOS chip is easily accessible because the BIOS chip is literally right here. This little chip with 4 legs on each side. Let me get a closer look. Okay, so right here. This should be it. This BIOS chip is right next to the fan and this screw right here. Basically, do you see that dot right there, that little indent? in the chip. Let me get a top down look. Okay, so you see that dot is going to a leg. A leg is basically that little metal part right there. That is pin 1. Right there. And we're gonna try to connect this jumper cable. This jumper cable to that. So remember the red wire? You're gonna follow that red wire until you get to the test clips. So you see how that red wire goes up all the way up to that little slot, that first bottom right corner slot. That is pin 1. And that dot that was on the BIOS chip, that leg right there, is pin 1. So you're gonna connect the red wire to pin 1. So let me try to plug it in. If I can properly plug this in. Okay, that should be good enough. Can't really capture it, but you can see here. You can see here that the red wire is going all the way down. It should be going down to that first pin right there. Okay, so you see here, you can wiggle it to make sure that it's secure and all. It should just look like this. Okay, so here's what you got. You got the jumper cable plugged into the BIOS chip, making sure that's seated correctly. You got the battery unplugged, make sure the battery is unplugged, and all of this is connected correctly. After you got that, okay, after you got all of that, you can plug this into your computer if you have the programmer running. So push this MacBook to the side, plug it in, and you see here that red light comes on. Make sure that comes on. So on my computer screen, on the bottom right corner, you can see CH3418 connected. You should see that whenever it's connected. After you got all of that, you can click auto detect. Here it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, you just gotta reseat one of these. So you just unplug it. You can yeah, this was probably the problem. Okay, got that reseated. Just try again. Plug it in. Auto detect. And there you go. This selection menu should come up. If multiple chips come up with the same name, you just click one of them. But here, only one pops up, so that's perfect. Just click it and click select. And it should load all this information up. You got all of that. Now, you're gonna click read. If you see the green bar loading, perfect. That means that it's just reading the chip. It's reading the entire EFI chip. It takes like a minute or so, so I'm just gonna speed this up. Alright, it just got done, finished reading. If you see the chip has been read successfully, very good. Just click enter. And here you should see a bunch of just random hexadecimal code. This is the entire EFI chip. So what you're gonna do, make sure to click save to actually save the original state of the EFI chip if things go bad. So we can name this Mac 020 locked, so you can keep it organized. And you should see here, file has been successfully saved, and that's the directory. After you got all of that, make sure that you actually save this, so you can check the directory. And yes, it's saved right here. Okay, so now you can click erase. Make sure that you got everything backed up and everything is stored. If you're certain everything's back to everything, just click yes. And now the chip is being erased. This is probably going to take 2 minutes or so. Okay, after you get the notification everything has been erased on the chip, you can just click continue, and now you're gonna click blank, like the receipt icon. Click it and just let it be. This basically checks if the chip is just wiped. Make sure that everything's gone from the chip so it's ready for reprogramming. After you get the notification, chip is blank, just hit OK. Remember the bin file that you saved? We're gonna go back to that in the hex editor. So just load up your usual default hex editor. I use XXD. Click File, Open, and then click the bin file that you saved. Mine was Mac 020 Mont. Open it. It should show up with its hexadecimal code. Here's what you're gonna do. Click Edit. Actually, no. Click Search, Find, and type in $, capital S, capital V, capital S, and then click OK. Right here, this is the start of the firmware password. You're gonna start from the $, and select everything from here. Just scroll all the way down till you reach all these F's. This means it's just nothing there at all. Okay, so after you got all of this selected, let me selected it just in case. Scroll all the way up right here. Start from SVS. Actually, start from the $, then SVS, and scroll all the way down until you see a bunch of F's. Then you're gonna click Edit, Fill Selection, and type in FF. This will basically just rewrite the whole entire DFI password as nothing. So we're just gonna click OK, and you should just see this red text all over. If you see this, you did it correctly. And now you can click File, Save As, and you can put it as Unlocked. Save it. There we go. What I like to make sure, because some people computers have this for some reason, exit out of the hex editor and go back into it. File, open, and open the unlocked file that you just saved. Search and try to find SVS again. See here? It's still here for some reason. Some people's computers has it, including mine. We're just gonna reselect it and just do the same thing all over again. Just fill selection, FF, and then just save it. Okay, after you reprogrammed, after you went to the hex editor and did all of that stuff, you can go back to the reprogrammer, and then you're gonna click click open. Click open the unlocked file. So 0020 unlocked. So here we go. And now you're gonna click program. Are you sure you want? Yes. This is gonna take 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It's kind of long. So, okay, so now it says the chip has been written successfully. We did it. The last step, right here, just click verify. This just verifies the unlocked file that's on your computer and compares the bytes in data to the one that's on the EFI chip here. So you just gotta wait for that to do its thing. Alright. And now, if it says the chip has been verified successfully, you did it. You're done with the programming. So you just click OK. File, exit. And now slowly, you can just unplug this and remove the tension clip slowly. Last step, you're almost done. You're gonna reconnect the battery and plug in the MagSafe charger. With my MacBook, the battery is dead, so it has to be plugged in. So just plug in the battery. Open it up before you plug it in. Alright. Here's what you're gonna hold whenever the white screen comes up or whatever. You're gonna hold Shift, Control, Option. Hold these three buttons together. Can't really get it that close to the camera, but Shift, Control, and Option. Hold these together while pressing the power button. So press all of these at once for 10 seconds. We're gonna do that now when we plug it in. So plug in the MacBook. When you hear the hard drive spin and the screen comes on, do the combination. So I'm waiting for it to turn on. If it is gonna turn on. Okay, so light showing. Can't really show this on camera. Hold the combination now. We're gonna wait for 10 seconds. Okay, my bad for the cut. My phone overheated. Anyways, after you've done that combination and held it for 10 seconds and let go, you can now turn it on. Turn on the MacBook. Just hold power. Mine takes a little bit longer. But basically what you just did was an SMC reset. That basically made the system forget almost everything. So, and there you go. You can see here. And now we're at the choose network screen. So we just successfully reset the EFI firmware password on here. I really hope that this video came to help you. All the videos I watch on YouTube were so scattered. I had to learn a lot about the programmer. If this video has helped you, you can subscribe. If you need a question or something, you can just comment. I can probably help you. Maybe. Possibly. Anyways, thank you for watching, and yeah.